Welcome to Mel Bio Wild. After 15 weeks of treacherous walks up and down the science building hill, we have come to this final moment. But before we can talk about this ending, we must start with a beginning. We begin with Sebastian, a lone specimen here at the San Francisco Peninsula. Sebastian is a rock crab, or a Cancer productus, a common species found here in the west coast shorelines ranging from Washington all the way down to Baja California. But for now we will focus on the rock crabs found near the shorelines of the San Mateo County. Native to California and are fairly common, they range in sizes and different colors depending on what species they are. Sebastian and his species are known as scavengers, meaning they eat just about anything their claw can grab. They eat mainly carcasses and sometimes worms and clams, mussels, and other crabs, along with other invertebrates. Rock crabs are overall protected by their shells, however, they are still susceptible to predators. Their predators include fish, other crabs, seagulls, and humans.
And then do this for the sauce.
A rock crab can live up to 8 years. Sebastian here may look like an adult, however, there is a possibility that it is still a juvenile before it reaches sexual maturity and adulthood. Their mating can last several days in an embrace. The male transfers sperm through its gonads and into the female's gonophores. Rock crabs used to be harvested for only their claws and dumped back into the ocean, clawless. That is now illegal and are sold as a whole at fish markets. Sebastian spends most of his time at the shoreline where the water is shallow during the low tides. Here the water is clear and he has multiple shelter to escape or hide from the predators that occupy his space. I then got onto a phone call with Professor S. Noop Doug to hear more about the recent studies regarding the rock crab. During our phone call, the professor told me that some researchers have hypothesized that high exposure of environmental ammonia can trigger immersion response in a similar species of crab, the green shore crab. He explains to me that I can read more about it on Alex M. Zimmer's research paper. He also explains to me that rock crabs can become a host for parasites such as the Helicometrina nemia. According to the research done by K.M. Shanebeck, these rock crabs can become an intermediate host to these parasites. Our little friend Sebastian will go through many challenges and obstacles, surviving this crazy life in the ocean. Sebastian is a rock crab and, like other things out in the wild, may find a scary demise. But for now, we enjoy his life. Others may not be so lucky, however. Some of them may become a display that some marine bio students would use to observe during class. That is all. Thank you for watching this week's episode of Mel Bio Wild. Tune in next week to watch the episode of giraffes and their unfortunate dilemma of neck fighting.